See if this is good or if it's not. Alright, so it's raining cats and dogs outside, so I guess it's a good time to just come inside and, I don't know, put a water pump on this is a Blackmax series Mercury outboard lower unit. I don't even know. See, I don't even plan for this stuff. It just whatever. But it's funny. It's funny whenever the camera's on, then all of a sudden it's different. In your mind, you think it's going to be this. And then you turn the camera on and you're like, it ain't that at all. Not at all. Hey, subscribe. I mean, I'm not beating the algorithm over here, folks. I got 1,700 subscribers. I mean, that's crazy. I've seen some of these other guys' channels, and I'm like, man, how do they got at least 30,000 subscribers, and I only got like 1,700? So something's going on there. You ain't subscribing. You need to start subscribing. Go get you a Mercury water pump. I almost certainly always am like, you know, make sure you get you a Mercury pump. This here hose, I just noticed this while I was talking to you. It's kind of bent that way. It needs to be bent like this. And he doesn't even have this hooked up on his boat, so we can look at it. But anyway, so water pump. I took the old water pump off. It's up there somewhere. Ordered a water pump. And so you could get, you know, I would always say try to get an OEM, and which is a original equipment manufacturer. People made it for Mercury. You go get a cheap Chinese one, and it's gonna fail. It's just gonna fail. Or you can get, and I don't have any of these listed on my website. I guess I could, but I got a Red Rhino pump, and so it's original equipment versus original equipment manufacturer. They was all trying to sell something, or they still are. So here's the deal. I've done a bunch of different pumps over the last few years, and these are good pumps. So I'm going to show you, because it's an aftermarket pump. It's not a Mercury pump. If you want to run a Mercury pump, there's nothing wrong with that. But this is just a little bit cheaper alternative. Mercury pump is going to cost you more money. And because it's like original equipment, it's by Mercury specs, so it's like buying a Mercury pump. It really is. So this one is Red Rhino, and this is like for your typical 2 liter, 2.4, 2.5 liter, and it's OEM 4696148A8, and this is a replacement. So this is the kit, and so Red Rhino's kit is ME618. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pictures of the packaging, because I'm going to sell these. So, you know, slowly it takes time to put all this stuff online, but eventually you got a bunch of stuff online. I don't make much money. I don't make much money on it, so, but then it's easier to order. But even if I make a couple of bucks on it, it's kind of a good deal. You know what I mean? So it just takes me a little time to do it. But yeah, I'm just going to go, and I try to get good pictures, but you know, sometimes it's not as easy. So hang with me. So there's that one. And then, we're just going to open this deal. Come out of there. Anyway, so then it's packaged nice, you know. I mean, we got good packaging. So we got our impeller. So let's inspect this impeller. See, I mean, it's a nice impeller. It's, I'll try to do this really slow. I'll just hold it there. See, if you look at this, I mean, it really is a good impeller. Copper core, so this isn't going to seize on you, anything like that. So take pictures of this. And then we got our kit with our little O-rings, and we got a couple of gear case seals, your vent and drain plug seal, a couple of the bigger O-rings, and so that's what we're doing with that. And then we got our housing. So yeah, you got your housing. Like I say, man, it's good housing, good solid housing. All right, so we got that. Then we got our new tube, and then we got a series of plates and gaskets, and they're going to be for a few different, but it's, you know, it's good gaskets. These aren't cheap gaskets by any means. Yeah, it's good gaskets. And then we got our plate. So you can see, you know, we got a whole bunch of different gaskets. So we just need to put this together. And so, might as well film it since I can't really work outside. So anyway, yeah, that's the kit. I mean, it looks like a Mercury kit. Almost exactly like a Mercury kit. So that's what I'm suggesting doing. What we need to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of just some bourbons and clean off my shaft. 'Cause it was pretty dirty. I kind of just one swipe and it's like, man. And on this guy, you know, I will say that, like, down here, is when I was like, I can feel a ridge. There's definitely a ridge right there. So I think what we're going to have to do is take a file and file that dude. Probably even do it like this. Just want to knock any edge to that down. 'Cause otherwise, your impeller won't slide down very easy. So there's some pits, but yeah, I'm starting to knot. You don't have to get crazy, just knocking them down a little bit. And then, you know, so the way this one is, you're going to line up your plate and your base gasket which is pretty easy. Where to go? Yeah, here it is. So you got a pin here and a dowel pin there, so this one has to go like this. And then you got your plate. So get your plate on. Maybe. There it goes. Alright, so then you get your plate on, and then what you want to do with these guys is figure out which gasket you need. So like this one, this pump, I don't know, it's closed off here. I guess over 2 liter, who knows, but this is gonna go like so on this guy anyway. So this one, go ahead and put on, and it's gonna go on there like so. Alright, so we got that, and then we'll open up our package. That's probably something else, like the only thing they don't give you in this kit, I believe, is the key. So you have to use your old impeller key. Is that correct? Yeah, I think that's correct. That's no big deal. I mean, you got another, you know, like somewhere I have another key. Here's all the old parts. Alright, so there's my old key. There's nothing wrong with my old key. Alright, so what I like to do is take a little bit, wherever it is. There it is. Oh, that's caliper. Where's that? I'm gonna have to go get some more of this. Just take a little bit of anti-seize, and I mean, like, ever so gently, you know, you're just gonna do like this. Just try not to get it on the base. If you do, you gotta wipe it off. Alright, and I got a little right there, but that's not going to hurt anything. So now, usually you can take grease and all that. Now you can take the keyway, and it's got something to grab onto. And now that we put our impeller down, we don't have to worry about it, you know, I don't know. We don't have to worry about it seizing in here. Although this is like copper or brass or something. But yeah, just take our impeller all the way down. It's got a catch somewhere, somehow. See, it might be that ridge. Still got that ridge. So we have to really push down on it because it has a ridge. So what you can do in this kind of deal is just take a small punch, you know, just try to be gentle, and I noticed the other one was like this. Is it going on there? I think it's going on there. Yep, there it is. Alright. Now that that's on there, we need to address this. And, you know, I don't know why they give you these O-rings. I really, for the life of me, I don't know why they're here. I mean, but they give you like several. You know, they're supposed to go inside here. They're supposed to go outside here. I don't think so. That takes up the gap of the somebody knows this, please tell me, because that takes up the gap. I've never seen any of them with these O-rings, or they went anywhere for that. Like, so is that supposed to go there? It seems like no, because that would interfere. So like if this one went here, it would interfere with the impeller. So that's not one. Okay, so then you got this one, and it goes around maybe the outside, but then I've never seen a lower unit like that where it doesn't recess into the, and then you have this one, which is an even thicker one. Where does that go? You know? So are we talking like it goes below the base? No. I mean, that's not it either. So, anyway, it goes like this. You know, there is this guy, but it doesn't go like here. This is for up here. Yeah, anyway. Silicone spray, where is that? 'Cause I was looking for that the other day, and I don't know where it went. See, that's not. Yeah, what happened to it? That's dielectric grease. Huh. Well, I kind of need my silicone spray because I'm going to go down with this guy. I mean, I don't necessarily have to have it, but it helps. Alright, well, I don't know what has happened to my silicone spray. So, I guess what we could do is just do like any kind of, it doesn't matter. I mean, it could be water, Windex. I mean, I would do like Windex, or, you know, I do have like another spray bottle here or something. I guess. It's off. Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah, but you don't want to get this wet, so we're just going to kind of do the inside of this, because we don't want to get our gasket wet, but it just makes it some kind of lubrication. So like I said, I usually use like silicone spray, but I don't have any. I guess I'm going to have to get that up. And then I'm going to get a pair of vice grips, and I'm going to go below the where the drive shaft connects, and then I'm just going to turn this guy while I push down. And this going on there, right? Yeah. Well, you gotta push kind of hard once you get it started. Sometimes probably should have put a rag down, so What is happening? Yeah, definitely. When you use like silicone spray, it really slips onto there good. But this is not working. Come on. What? Alright, what is happening? I mean, it's in there. Man, wish I had some. Oh, there it goes. There we goes. There she goes. All right, so now that dude is on there, this is kind of some of the old parts. Like that was the old impeller. Man, look at that. It was just trashed. Totally trashed. This was the old housing. Yeah, you can see it was pretty trashed. And the plate wasn't too bad, but I bent it. So now I just need... the new one doesn't come with... see, the Mercury kit comes with all new, like, nuts, and you don't need all that. So I'll have a washer. And... let's find it. I guess I'm about to find my washers here. Yeah, there's that one. This is a 1/2 inch in the front. And then we should have two. I think that's just this is 7/16 and 3/8. I can't remember. That ain't the right one. And if I remember right, somebody was like, they didn't have another washer. Or is that true? No, I don't remember. I can't remember. But here's another washer. And then this should be the other screw. And then lastly is going to be our screws. It's going to go down that way. Alright, so we're done with that for now. Yep, 7/16. No, it's half. I knew it was half. Well, it quit raining, which is good, but it kind of makes a mess out there. So, all right, so there's that, and that's a lock nut, so it's not gonna come off. You have to go crazy with it. So you don't want to like bend the housing. All right, yeah, there's 7/16. Like literally, you can do kind of almost hand tight. There's the trash man. I hear the trash man. So it's Friday. I don't know if it's my favorite day or not. And then I just check them hand tight again. I don't know what hand tight is. I've heard like 14 foot-pounds. And then when you're doing this, like you can check, like if you see it's into the housing over here, then maybe you gotta go see how tight you can, so you don't crack the plastic. So yeah, see, like that's really hard to turn, but you want to check these because clockwise. Make sure you don't have a counterclockwise lower unit gear case. So I'm going to maybe loosen this up. It's a lock nut. That's the thing. So you got to just let it relax. Like I'm going to take all the... Because it seems like we got a tight gap. We don't have a gap over here, but it looks really tight here. I mean, that's loose. Okay. Alright, I just want to make sure I showed you guys right, because like when you're in the middle of trying to describe something, how to do something, and then you're doing it, and like you're doing it and trying to describe it, I don't know, sometimes like you just lose sight of certain things. This is the housing, you know, it's still got the impeller in place, so that's fine, but I wanted to make sure my gasket on the bottom was correct. And it is, you know, I don't know. I'll show you why. So different pumps are different, you know. Like I was saying, they're kind of different. So here's this gasket. And it couldn't be this gasket because the reason it can't be this gasket is because it won't line up with our dowel pins. So if you notice, like our dowel pin is over here, and here's the shape of our base and our plate. So it has to be, this gasket has to be here. Okay, so like this would never line up with these dowel pins. You can never use this one. The kit, this would be a different style pump. This gasket would never, you know, you can see it doesn't even have the places to line up a dowel pin. This one, same thing. It doesn't have a place to line up a dowel pin. So these are just extra gaskets that can just go bye-bye. Then, you know, as far as this guy, it's just going to slide back in here. We got this little tab, and it's going to lock it in place. So you can pull that off. Just put that dude right back where you found it. And then I'm gonna lock it back down. So we're gonna find, you know, our washers and put all our crap back on, because you know we're losing our minds for a second. You know, like what in the world did I just do? What did I just tell everybody to do? So anyway, hey, that's what I'm doing now. I'm just putting it back together. Which that only took a second. So if you're not sure, take it back apart. Don't just go throw it back on the motor and then go, well, Houston, we got a problem. Well, what happened? And it's like, well, what happened was, and you start playing that game. So, you know, you get the picture. You get what I'm saying. You know, I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this? Yeah, I'm just screwing this freaking bolt on here. Just get it started. I guess I get it somewhat snug. Yeah, that's fine. So anyway, nothing like going backwards, you know, but still, it's better to do this than it is to go throw it on the engine, struggle with that, and only to find out that, man, I should have been paying attention, you know. Of course, I got the video. I can go back and watch my video, but still, yeah, you're not sure. Like, what I'm saying is double, triple check. Yeah, that's locked. Now I'm just being careful to get this back tight again. So if I pull there, it goes more that way. I think we're all right. The other one's already ran a ridge, so. And I'm just doing these hand tight. I don't know, what is that, 14 foot-pounds? And we're going to have this. We're going to put our little gasket back on. Run it down. And this will go in here. A lot of times I don't put these on until I get out there, but that can go there. Then we can get out our grease. And I mean, I got all kinds of different grease, but I mean, it's just grease, man. It don't matter. I know it's going in water, but as long as you got a little grease, it's fine. All right, now we got to put our thing back in. We're gonna put our O-ring. I don't know what good this O-ring does. That's another thing, man. Every time I do one of these, I'm like, it just seems like it gets in the way. We're going to smear that all on the side there. And by the time I get this in, man, this grease won't even be there. Well, we're going to put that there. I guess we could do some anti-seize. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, so we got that deal done. It's ready to go back on. Other than me putting this screw in. Wherever that is. Yeah, other than me doing this. Is that it? No. Can't see anymore. 6, that's why. Was it because if 6s were 9s, something what I'd feel fine. Hendrix song, if 6s were 9s, I'd feel fine. Alright. We're done. We're done. We're halfway there. You know, got a little grease there, got a little grease up there, got that all back together. When I get it outside, I'm gonna take and clean. I can clean this up now. What I'll probably do is clean that up real quick. We can't see it. I'm talking about the propeller shaft. And then whenever I get it on, then I'm gonna drain the oil, and then I'm gonna put new oil in it. Put some grease on this. This I will do like 2,4-C or Johnson Evander triple guard, something like that. And then, yeah, thanks for watching. Hey, subscribe. I mean, I'm not beating the algorithm over here, folks. I got 1,700 subscribers. I mean, that's crazy. I've seen some of these other guys' channels, and I'm like, man, how they got at least 30,000 subscribers, and I only got like 1,700. So something's going on there. You ain't subscribing. You need to start subscribing. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later.